guys are here.
I know.
Chilling video from the disaster zone. We're taking you inside an apartment that doesn't have a roof anymore. And was this a tornado? The NWS says no. So we're going to walk you through the damage to show you why it packed the same violent punch. Hi, everybody. I'm Marley Ginter. It has been over 24 hours now since we first alerted you to that monster storm, and our crews are still on it. The chief tracking what's coming next. Heather Walker is taking us inside the destruction zone. But we do want to start with storm teammates Ellen Baca surveying damage after we learned this likely was not a tornado.
We're in Ada right now, where we're still looking at the extensive damage here. Very strong winds, likely the culprit from this. Although the National Weather Service has said that within the damage path that they saw, there have been some swirls detected. Earlier today, we were at the Belknap Lookout area, and very evident that very fast winds were at play there. All the biggest structures, like the rooftop to the apartment complex and some of the larger trees, were all thrown in one direction. However, some of the smaller signals at the ground level did have some spattering on all different surfaces and sides. As this system tightened, it headed towards the Ada area, and that's where we are now. That's also where we were earlier today with our drone. We used the drone to launch high up into the sky and look at that path of damage, very narrow path, and a lot of the trees were blown over in similar directions, but kind of laying on top of each other. And as we've been watching through the Ada area, it's very clear that at times those swirls were apparent that the National Weather Service spoke of. So if we look at what we have observed for National Weather Service compared to storm teammate meteorologists, the biggest things that we noticed today are the basics. The damage started in the Belknap Lookout area. It ended on the northern fringe of Eaton County. And it likely was strong winds and potentially some of those small surface-based swirls. Now, if we look at the radar imagery from those 3 set times, you can see that big bullseye of green as it rolls into Grand Rapids. That's likely fast winds from a rear flank downdraft, which can provide a little bit of a turn or swirl. Then we see that couplet tighten up quite a bit for Ada. Now, this is the portion that we thought could be a tornado because it was such a strong couplet, and briefly we saw debris lofted into the air. But the National Weather Service says that that debris signature was not strong enough to confirm a tornado. Lastly, we saw that line track down very fast to the south and to the east at 55 miles per hour, eventually ending in Eaton County, where there also was that damage. That's why it's so important to have people on the ground looking at all the different types of damage to try to figure out what the best guess is as to what actually caused the damage. So with all those pieces in play, it looks like that is the answer that the National Weather Service is giving us. No tornado on Wednesday night. For now, in Ada, Ellen Baca, News 8.
Our team coverage continues tonight at 7 with Heather Walker giving us an eerie look inside an apartment torn apart by tornado force winds.
I'm Heather Walker on Belknap Lookout, and take a look behind me. This roof that you're looking at was actually on top of the building across the street. That apartment complex now shut down. Residents left without a place to stay. They're having to stay with family, friends. The Red Cross is helping out, but they say they need more help. This is the hardest hit area that we've seen in the Grand Rapids area. It's unclear how long it's going to take to clean all of this up, but so far there are no reports of any injuries.
All right, Bill, it has been a rough 24 hours for a lot of people out here in West Michigan. Are we out of the woods yet with this stretch of stormy weather?
Well, we're still going to be tracking some showers and thunderstorms across the area for later tonight and during the day tomorrow. There's an outside chance there could be a severe thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon off to the east of Grand Rapids, but most of us will be staying dry. There's some showers off to our south, really not much lightning in those, but if you are in parts of Cass, St. Joseph, or Branch County, you might pick up a shower or a thunder shower here this evening. That's not expected to be severe. The big stuff is off to the northwest. And take a look at the showers and storms out here. Those are moving off toward the east. There's a tornado watch for parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa at the current time. Those storms likely won't reach us, though, until after about 2 a.m. But late tonight, watch for a shower or a thunderstorm. After a dry evening, we get periods of heavy rain. Winds out of the east will flip around to the west here during the day tomorrow. We're looking for temperatures to be in the mid-70s tomorrow. Morning showers, maybe a thunder shower. Some sun pops out, though, for the mid to late afternoon. Winds west 10 to 20. Small craft advisories for Lake Michigan. Saturday looks like the best day of the bunch. We'll see temperatures up into the low to mid 70s. A sunny and pleasant day with southwest winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Coming up, we'll talk more about the weather that occurred last night, and we'll look ahead to what's coming our way next week.
All right, we'll look for that. Thank you, Bill. And as always, you can take Storm Team 8 with you. Live radar, warnings, alerts, up to the minute forecast. It's all on the Storm Team 8 app.